I'm going to tell you how to create a morning routine for ADHD that you can actually stick with. This time we're talking about how to actually create that routine. This is part 3 of the morning routine series. So we're going to use what we worked on in the past 2 videos to create the routine today. Let's dive in. My name is Karen. I'm the body and mind transformation coach for women with ADHD, and I've spent the last 15 plus years optimizing my fitness, my nutrition, my sleep, even my stress levels so I can thrive in my body. Now I've distilled all of those strategies down into these videos for you, so you don't have to spend 15 years with trial and error and self-experimenting trying to figure out what works for you and your ADHD brain. Because I want you to feel absolutely incredibly confident in your body and really thrive in your health. Now I'm also a personal trainer and a bikini athlete, or a pro bikini athlete, so I do know a thing or two. Okay, let's dive in. This is part 3 of the morning routine series that I'm doing for you guys. I hosted the workshop last week, or 2 weeks ago now, about how to create morning and night routines for ADHD that actually work. So if you missed it, I'm so sad because it was so amazing, so much fun. You guys all had great takeaways and questions. If you want the replay, it's not public, but I'll send it to you. If you comment below with replay, I will send it off to you. Plus, that was one of my first workshops, especially on YouTube Live. So if you liked it or if you missed it and you'd like to have a workshop hosted again by me, just comment below that you're interested in that and what topics you'd be interested in, and I'd love to do it. Today, I'll quickly recap what we did in the first 2 videos. Then we're going to dive in how to create your routine, both your ideal routine and your 5-minute base routine. And then watch to the end, because I'm going to give you some journaling and activities to uncover what your ideal morning routine is and your ideal 5-minute base routine is. And make sure you subscribe, clicking the link below, because I'm sharing these morning routine series videos every week and you want to get notified. So subscribe and you will get that ping to watch the next video. So quickly to recap, the first video we talked about why you're failing. And the big thing on that is trying to cram too many things into doing your routine. Instead, we need to follow a feeling. How do you want to feel when you wake up? How do you want to feel before you start your workday? And then I gave you the journaling activities in last video, video number 2. What feelings do you want to create? And what activities can start to create those feelings? I'm not going to dive too much into that, so make sure you go check out those videos. I also describe my mindset method, which means that we need the mindset piece first, which is the foundation. And then we put on the system and the routine, which is the morning routine. That's like the house on the foundation. And then we put in the furniture and the decor into the house. And that piece are the tips and tricks and ways to personalize the routine to you, which we're going to get into next week and the week after when we talk about implementing the routine, sticking with the routine, and how to really personalize it for yourself. Let's dive in on how to create the routine. Go grab your journaling activity from last week. Now that you know the feelings you want to create and your list of activities, let's put them into a routine. I want you to create 2 styles of morning routines, your ideal routine and your base routine. Your base routine is maximum 5 minutes and only includes literally like 1, maybe 2 things if they're the same type of thing. That's it. But it's going to elicit the feeling or feelings that you're looking for. Now your ideal routine can be 15 minutes or it can be as long as 2 hours if you're really extending all those activities. But no more than 2 hours, because your list of things will be like 5 pages long, so we'll try to cram more in, right? Typical us. So 15 minutes to 2 hours for your ideal routine, your base routine is 5 minutes. The purpose of this is that your base routine you can do every single morning, even when you're completely rushed out the door for work because, well, you hyper-focused last night and stayed up too late. This is to give you the feeling you really want to create in the morning, to start your day off feeling in control of your day, excited for the day, and just having that source or sense of energy. The ideal routine is when you have lots of time in the morning, when you really want to go through all of those activities to elicit all the feelings you're after. Now the goal is not to do more, just to create the feelings you want. And over time, the more you do this, you can change your routine daily based on more of an intuitive feel, right? And you know what feelings you're after. So if fun and joy is one of them. Maybe you have a dance party one day. Maybe you go play with your dog in the yard the next day. Maybe you go for a walk in nature, just depending how you feel. But I recommend sticking to the same activity every day to get into that habit building, to create your system. And I'm all about systems. We've done the mindset work, so now let's create that system. So with my routine, my 5-minute base routine, it's movement. I always want to move my body. The feeling that I'm looking for is energy and clarity. So energize my body, get my mind, have clear thinking, that's what I'm going for. And it acts as a beautiful kind of bookend of my morning before I start my work day. So I do some sort of movement for 5 minutes, whether that's, again, my dance party trick, I love that, or some light stretching, or swing a kettlebell. Usually I do a full workout, but if that doesn't happen, at least it's 5 minutes of some sort of movement. Now it's your turn. You're gonna create your base 5-minute routine, and you're right. Okay. Now it's your turn. After watching this video, take 20 minutes to create your base 5-minute routine first. What's the feeling you want to create the most? And pick just one thing that only takes 5 minutes that can create that for you. Then create your ideal routine. Now it's 15 minutes to 2 hours, but if you know you never have 2 hours, I want you to think realistically, what do you consistently have for time? If it's only 30 minutes, create your ideal routine for 30 minutes. Once you create it, cut it in half, because we know we're gonna cram way too many things in, okay? Create your 30-minute routine, then cut that in half, and that will be your legit 30-minute routine. And one tip I'm gonna give you that's gonna be really helpful is that when you're creating your morning routine, you're gonna think, oh my God, I already have to like pack kids' lunches, I need to feed the dog, I need to get my own food packed, I need to like do X, Y, Z. And you're like, I only ever have time for my base routine. Instead of trying to add more things in, this was the biggest fallacy that I mentioned in the first video, I want you to use what you already have and change those things to start to elicit the feelings you're after. So if you're packing kids' lunches and you really want to have some spontaneity in your morning, well, do something fun with the lunches. Maybe have your kids get involved. Maybe make a game out of it. I mean, for myself, I usually wash my dishes in the morning from the night before. It's kind of boring. So I use it either as a meditative practice, it's my meditation as I wash dishes, by hand, of course, or I use it as something that's fun. I put on my favorite music and dance around and sing and talk to myself and do all the things I love doing. So how can you take what you're already doing and change it a little bit to create the feelings you're after? Okay? And that's it, guys. So make sure you subscribe so you get part 4 and part 5 to the morning routine series. Next week, I'm going to tell you how to implement your morning routine and stick with it. And then the following week, I'll give you tips and tricks and some little hacks to really personalize it and really make it effective for you. Finally, I want to give you my 15-minute morning routine. Just click the link below, fill out the form, and I'll email it off to you. It is my go-to morning routine. Usually I'm pretty intuitive with my morning routines, but that's like my base I always go back to. And when I send it to you, you have the option to join my email community as well, where I give discounts, early access to courses, and more information, more on my personal side, my personal stories that I don't share elsewhere, to be honest. Finally, guys, if you've watched the last couple videos or follow me on Instagram, you know that the Fitness Identity course has been relaunched with some big changes and a lower price point for you to make it more accessible for everyone. And is this for you? I don't know, but I want you to book a call with me and we can dive deeper into it. So link below for details and to book a call. Because if you're feeling like you're not at the place where you want to be with your fitness, with your nutrition, with your health, just your overall wellness, and you're trying to get back into this routine because you know what to do, but you just can't seem to do it. Maybe you were consistent in your 20s, but then, you had kids or you moved or change of job and you can't get back into that routine. Maybe you've never had a routine that you stuck with for long term and you're feeling like you know, you got to make a change for your health, whether that's to be a role model for your kids. Maybe you're looking to get pregnant and you know you want to have your health in order before then. I invite you to take a look at the Fitness Identity course, because it's going to make fitness, nutrition, that whole wellness feel really simple. Not like a to-do item, but just a part of your identity without obsession. I want you to feel so confident in your body, along with being stronger, fitter, more energetic, but not be obsessive about it, but have it a natural part of your life and day. So if that feels like it's speaking to you, click the link below for more details and to book a call to see if it is for you. And I will see you all next week, where I'm going to give you more tips on building your morning routine. So make sure you subscribe to get them. Bye.